Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today, I'll be reading a Rengoku Kyojuro Reader by Dude and Duchess on Tumblr. So let's get into it. The house was extremely silent when my aunt got back from the market. It was a fact that she had not been expecting much to happen during the hour she was gone. But maybe, just a little maybe, some activity from her husband would have been a little nice. As of late, Kyojuro had been so tired with the upkeep needed to protect the region that was assigned to him, and she could see it slowly eating away at him, even though he tried to hide it all behind his bright smiles, even though the shine in his eyes kept dwindling away. So, she would take it upon herself to get him to rest, even if it was only for one day. She would do what she could with that. She had sent a scroll to the Ubiyashiki state with a message asking for a day off for her husband and apologizing previously to Akata-sama for having stepped out of line. But in her words, Kyojuro needs to rest. Otherwise, he may fall sick. Her husband had been upset about it when she had told him, as he was getting ready for the day. But she had promised to make it up to him by making some sweet potato rice for him. And that had quickly turned his pout into an excited smile. Kyojuro, I'm home, she called out, just as she was threading the halls to get to the kitchen. I'm in the bathroom, the flame Hashira called out, though it sounded muffled and faint when it reached Ryan's ears. Quickly, the young woman left her groceries on the table before walking over towards the bathroom, because, knowing Kyojuro, he would rush through the rest of his bath to keep her company, and she didn't want him rushing for her. Not today, at least, since it was the very first day off they'd had in a very, very long time. He deserved it, and he deserved to enjoy everything in the day. So, with deft fingers, Lion folded up the sleeves of her kimono, as well as tied the hem of it, to keep it from getting too wet, while standing outside the bathroom door. Kyo, I'm coming in. What? Wait. The Hajira scrambled around and searching for something to cover himself, but then sit down on the stool once more once he heard the door slide open. With a laugh, his wife answered, It's something I haven't seen before. The sight of her normally composed, yet silly husband, with his hair half up and covered in suds, made her laugh outright, and she made no effort to tame it. She got the second stool they had and proceeded to set it down behind Kyojuro. Did you just get home? Kyojuro asked softly as his eyes closed when he felt her hands make their movements, making way into his hair and beginning to scrub it. The circling motions of her fingers against his head was relaxing, not to mention the way that her nails gently scratched at the scalp made him all sorts of sleepy. If he were to be honest, he would tell her just how much he'd missed moments like this, like the one that they were currently sharing. But he held his tongue, as saying so would make his wife go out of her way to take care of him as well. She had already done enough. She always did more than enough. She took great care of him and the house, and with her being 3 months pregnant, he didn't want her to overexert herself at all. He always had a warm meal waiting for him when he got home, an impeccable house to live in, and clean clothes to wear every day. And he was already so grateful for that. That alone was more than enough for him. Thank you, Ayan. The aforementioned woman hummed softly as she continued her ministrations of scrubbing his hair. What for? Everything. Everything you do for me. Kyojuro answered, just as softly as he had spoken at first, trying to look over his shoulder, only to have his wife take her hands out of his hair so she could place them on his shoulders. She sighed softly. Fond, it's the least I can do. You always do your best to protect us, and that pushes me to do my best for you. With that, she leaned forward and pressed a kiss to his damp cheek, completely unmindful of the suds that dropped against the side of his face. Slowly, a shaky smile lifted the corners of the flame Hashir's lips as he tried to blink back the tears that blurred his vision. He had always thought that he was lucky for marrying Mayan, but didn't only sink in. At that moment, the sheer amount of luck he had for getting someone like her, he couldn't even put his thoughts into any words. So he went with the simplest way to get his love across. He slightly turned sideways and pulled her into his lap, capturing her lips with his. Then proceeded to make her breathless with many more of his kisses. I love you so, so much, my sweetest flame.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.